Hi everyone, welcome back to our home. Happy fall again. This is the second half of what I wanted to do for a fall video. It is very close to October already. I did struggle to get motivated for this one. I knew it was going to be a lot of putzing. I had brought up all my kitschy golden colored Japan ceramics that I think are so cute. I've collected a lot of them for a very, very long time. Thank you so much for all of the views and your wonderful comments. I'm very grateful, and Norm is too. He gets a big kick out of reading your comments too. He's very glad that you liked his scarecrow window and outdoor decorations. And you also seem to appreciate seeing some vintage pheasants, which I still have up over here in the corner. So if you didn't get to see that video, I will link it above, because this video will be out there for a very long time, I hope, and others will be able to find that video on the dining room with pheasants. But in this video, I have included roosters and owls and other crazy critters. I did pick up this cookie jar here, probably a year ago. And I honestly don't think I have shown it yet. It's really hard for me to remember, but it is more fall looking, so I have not included that when I've done rooster videos, so I'm pretty sure that's probably hobbyist too. Yeah, I think I found it at a Goodwill a year ago, so I hope you enjoy seeing that crazy fun rooster. So I've had this for probably longer than any of our islip pictures. It may have been the very first one that I ever purchased many years ago, decades ago. It's very sweet. It isn't a full-size one. It is definitely the juice size. So I was glad I did have that. And you've also seen the owl set, this crazy tea set. This looks hobbyist too. I don't know if there's, no, yeah. 1973. I remember that. Yeah, it rings a bell now. So yeah, they are very crazy, and I have had those in Halloween videos before I ended up with so much Halloween stuff. So it's kind of fun to have it now for more of a fall theme. I did thrift this really neat little quilted piece that I thought would be great for the kitchen counter here, and I thrifted 3 little glass votive holders in the summer months, maybe this one last fall. A lot of them I find at that Shalom thrift for 50 cents, so I'm thrilled with that. I've actually purchased 4 of these recently on Amazon. The candle. It's a larger tea light size than your normal short ones, and it is kind of sculptured on the edges to make it look like it's burnt down a little bit, so I do really like them. They're kind of in a pumpkin orange color. You've probably seen the napkin holder in past years, lucite, very fun. I really like the tall ones. We do have many of them that are shorter, but the napkins do want to lean over a little bit with the shorter ones. So Norm really likes these taller ones, and I'm glad he wanted to purchase this from, I believe, an antique shop. I think it was like $18. So yeah, that's a little splurge for us, but it's worth it. It's really fun having 60s, 70s lucite items. So I just mixed up some of the dry roasted peanuts and the candy corn, because I do like that combination for just a little bit something sweet. I don't overdo it, of course. It isn't necessarily Norm's favorite thing. He'd rather just eat the candy corn, but he can do that. And this was really fun to find a couple years ago, and I don't remember where, but I was thinking I was pretty fortunate to find it. It is not shipped anywhere. It doesn't have a little slot for a spoon, so I think they were just calling this a casserole dish. And it kind of looks like something that would be the mold by Arnell. I can check the bottom and let you know, but I just think it's really fun. I didn't have room for it on the shelving today over here because I ended up thrifting that big corn casserole at the Goodwill a month ago, at least. But these, I don't know if they were from my brother's house. They may have been. They're plastic. It says made in USA on the back of them. So it's a very nice marbled plastic you could use for a salad. So I just wanted to include those. Anything I can dig up in the basement to share with you is a lot of fun for me. I hope you enjoy all of this kitschy stuff and fun hobbyist ceramics. I sure do. I'll share this cart with you first. It's not a cart because there's no wheels on it. It is a metal rack that's vintage that Norm and I found many years ago. It's gotten a lot of use around here, but I was really happy when I thought of the idea of opening up this bottom shelf at least a year ago, maybe a couple years ago now, and putting this in the center, because there are things that are big that I store out here. I have a bread box that is a repro, and I do keep all like brown sugar, powdered sugar, and whatever else, maybe bags of candy, marshmallows, things like that in the bread box. This I just found this past week at Lindstrom Antique Mall. It is made in Japan. It's stamped on the bottom. I was pretty excited when I found this because I really haven't had that many corn-related things. I've slowly picked up something here or there. I haven't been purposely looking until I decided I wanted to do this particular fall video out here with a corn theme. I mean, there's a golden theme going on here too, golden ceramics, but I didn't find too many things. I just found 2 sets of this at a thrift store, and I think it was Shalom. Yeah, it was so cheap. I could not believe it. I was just thrilled. They were brand new. One of them was still in the plastic packaging. So I have 1 set on each side. It doesn't bother me that they're brand new. I thought they were very colorful compared to the old Japan sets like this. So this was a new find in the past year. I do pick up odd ones. That dark corn in the back was odd. I just found these. They're very artsy. I think I got those at the Antique Mall in Rogers, Antiques 101. I think so, but it's hard for me to remember where I end up picking all these up. I'd have to keep going back and referring to my phone photos. It's very hard to retain all that information in my brain at my age, but I think they are really neat. Let's see if I can see anything. Yeah, see, it says hand painted in Japan. It's pretty old, but I thought they were really sweet. And so this was really fun to find at the Goodwill in our city, like I said, about a month ago. It is not cheap on the internet, and this one is not chipped. I don't know if this is a hobbyist piece either. I have no idea. I didn't look on the bottom at the last minute here. These were kind of fun and probably newer, but see, they both have this little imprint. Corn Palace, world's only corn palace, Mitchell, South Dakota. So yeah, they're our neighbors. I think they're really sweet. Oh, and that's another odd one. Yep, and this was an odd one. Yeah, that's an oldie too. Not sure, but it probably is. Yep, there's another Japan. I really, really appreciate Japan ceramics. And there's the other brand new one, made in China. So I have included owls that I've had in past videos, probably for Halloween. I don't recall when I may have done golden ceramics too in the spring with green and gold. So yes, you have seen a lot of these things. I don't know why, but you know, like I said, I'm very attracted to Japan ceramics. It's upside down, sorry, but these are odd. Either the sugar broke or something, but I just love the fact that they look like woven baskets, very appropriate for the gold color. This one's really unique. Not marked, but it's quite fragile and definitely looks Japan to me. And this one is really nice. And that is stamped Japan. So I'm sorry to have my hand in so many of these shots here. I don't really like doing that. Oops, sorry. These are also Japan and a fairly recent purchase from an antique mall. I fell in love with them because, again, they look like a basket weave, you know, toy or something like that. They are so cute. So I would guess those are donkeys. Yeah, they're fun. So fun. So I don't believe you've seen those yet. I have shown these for several years when I was doing Halloween videos. So that is your ragdoll, and they are, I think they are hobbyist. I don't know, but I loved that splatter glaze. Their eyes are very spooky, I know, but they're just meant to be buttons. And you saw this too, that I found her at the thrift store, and I've actually seen one or two more. I think they're from the 70s. Oh, forgive me, but I did put little tiny rhinestones in her eyes because she just looked a little too spooky. Yeah, way too spooky. And I gave her buttons and a little red mouth. The wooden utensils are from my brother's house, so that came in handy. They're quite short, you know, compared to plastic ones. So I was happy that he did have those and said yes, he wanted me to take them home because he wasn't using them. They were just for looks too at his house. Now these I went nuts over. They are so heavy, you wouldn't believe it. Heavy, heavy ceramic. This was my only purchase in the spring. We do have a video where I show these. That's all we bought for $6 at the, it's called Antiques Minnesota. It's in Burnsville, Minnesota. So that is in a video. I always see very, very, very nice things there, but I just wasn't, you know, really looking for anything in particular at the time, I guess. But these were so adorable. They really have a monster stopper in them. The reason why they were extremely heavy when I found them is because they had salt and pepper in them, and I didn't realize that. I mean, the salt had gotten very hard. I did have to touch up a couple of spots on their dark brown bonnets on the edges. And because the white little eyelet dots, that's what I'm going to call it. I don't know, but I'm guessing. It's a stitched looking little, I'll say goose. We'll say goose. I did use white enamel, Tester's white gloss enamel paint on the brown. I had to mix up the brown, I'm sure, with some black in it. And I redid the white dots because they were very, very faint. I didn't have to do anything with the rest of the dots, just on the hat. It's like they just kind of faded into the brown. So I like them very much now. $6 is just crazy, huh? And you've seen these before. I believe they were also from Antiques 101 in Rogers, Minnesota. That was a little bit of a splurge, but not bad. They have a lot of salt and peppers that I've looked at every time I go in there. It's right when you walk in the door. There's a table full of vintage salt and peppers, and I just love looking at them. This, I don't recall where I found it either. It was kind of grungy when I found it. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not. But that's melted butter on it. I think it's so cute. And I have no idea of the age. It does look older to me, like somebody put, I may be wrong, but it could be older. It's kooky enough to be older. So you've seen those Japan owls. You've seen my little toothpick holder and my little egg separator. And this little toothpick holder. Just love these. I find stuff like this at the thrift store all the time. Is there a city on there? The Prairie State. No, just Illinois. Well, yeah, so that is the Prairie State, Illinois. Back up here, I've had that out for Halloween because it's creepy. Yeah, that is really a creepy picture. I got that for $5, and I've seen it in antique stores for a lot. Actually made in Canada, and I think there was gold. Yeah, there is. Niagara Falls. I didn't even notice that on the side for, I think, a whole year. But it's a heavy piece. Yeah, I think I've seen it for like $25 in Hopkins, Minnesota, in a showcase. So I thought, oh, I guess I scored on that for $5. Yeah, he's creepy. So I painted the orange and redid the eyes and the beak and the toes to embellish this pair because I thought it was kind of boring, and I did share that with you the last time I showed them, probably in the spring. This is very nice. There are pieces I've seen of this, like a big canister set, Japan canister set. Yeah, I just love it. And I do find odd pieces once in a while. You see this side? Do you recognize that pattern? Yeah, I thought it would be a little quieter to use this side right now. I could use the other side with more orange on it for Halloween. Oh, and I just found this at the Goodwill too. Maybe in the spring or winter months. They had other pieces too, like the butter melting thing, but I didn't want to get that. I just was interested in the salt and pepper set. And it's Hobbyist. I think that's 81. I kind of think so. Yeah, looks better on that one. Looks like, sorry, It looks like 81 on that one. Yeah, so here's the very lovely colors of Pyrex. I just love these colors in the pattern. Butterfly gold, I guess, the newer version print, or pattern I should say. And I love the wheat ones. Norm does too. He found this bowl somewhere where we were recently by itself and said, wow, this is really nice, do you want that? And I said, oh, well, I got one. I got the set. And the casseroles too. I didn't bring up the casseroles of that. Nope, not this time. And a couple more butterfly gold that I'm very happy to have. So, oh, let me start up here. There is very fun Halloween type colors too that I'll be able to just, I think I won't be changing too many of these. I love that Southwest or Mexico type themed one. That's really nice. I'm sorry for the glare from our ceiling light. Love cattails. So I have shared all of these before in previous videos. If you're new to our channel, I hope you're enjoying these. We've been collecting them for many years. Yes, we have a large collection, but we like them and we have room for them downstairs. Find one every once in a while. So welcome to our channel and thank you so much for being here with us and subscribing. I hope you do. Thank you, thank you. Now this was at my brother's house and of course it had a black metal frame, but I asked him to spray it orange because I didn't really want brown or gold. Yes, it could have been green, but I wanted to use it in the fall. And the reason why I told him orange is because it matches some others down here on the other end that he did for me. He's doing a beautiful job. He tapes up the tile really well. And I've scrubbed it really good before he paints it, spray paints it, with Rust-Oleum 2X paint gloss. The other end down here are two more, very country. Yeah, that's a pretty fancy, the metal part design. So he did these two, did a beautiful job on them. Yeah, I really appreciate it. And there's two more over the stove. So he did 5 with this bright orange. I think they're so much more fun. A little putsy for you if you're gonna tape up the tile, you know, that's some work. Now, these cattail glasses I have shared before, so I put 2 on each side of the 2 pheasant islip pictures that we happen to have. My brother Steve had one of them and we had one of them, but I did purchase only 4 of these. They are Sears Roebuck design, probably just called cattails, and they made dishes with that design. I don't know if you've run across them very often, and I think there is an islip picture too, but I don't. Yeah, we do have it up there. Sorry. I kind of forgot. So my mushroom salt and pepper sets have grown by 1. This is the newest set and I just love them. Kind of looks like our nails again, doesn't it? Yeah, see? Yeah, they had canisters and all kinds of ceramics that were very much like your Sears Roebuck Mary Mushroom pieces. Yeah, I love those. So that's my newest set. And that's an odd one that I found somewhere, the mushroom. And you've seen those common Japan owls. this was very big and was from my brother's house. He also had this set and a lot of Mary mushroom salt and peppers too. I have a couple of pair over on the stove. So there's the other glasses, and I'll go back up here to show you what I mean by the Sears Roebuck cattails isolate pitcher that goes with those glasses. Yeah. So that is pretty much it, except the bottom two shelves, short shelves. I just have some here bigger, a big casserole on each side, and the matching refrigerator dish. Over there is the butterfly gold. I don't have a lot of your crocheted pot holders on the refrigerator here. These are really big. Flatten it out a little bit more, but it's really a big one. That's pretty good size, and these are very big. I found this at a thrift store and thought it was appropriate, so I've been saving it for, more than a year. I bet I've had that for 2 years now. I don't think that I've shared it yet. I might have on the side of the refrigerator. And that is really tiny, but so cute. Kind of a cocoa color. So on to what's over here. I just have a few crazy things on the refrigerator. I thrifted these old plastic magnets with a little peg on them. I just found the foot and the hand, and that's old keyring thing. Some things over there. You've seen my little owl thermometer. I have shared this old Dutch note holder and pencil holder, probably 50s, I don't know. I've had that for many, many years. This is Rise coffee. I tried it. I'm sorry, but I could not do it. I couldn't do it. It is mushroom coffee, and it's very, very healthy. I just couldn't get past the powdery texture in my throat. Of course, they want you to add a lot of cream, and I do not use any cream in my coffee. I don't like it. Yes, I'm strange, but I drink it black. And I found this at probably Shalom thrift store a long time ago when I found Christmas things. I was looking for little plastic canvas ornaments that I could put magnets on the back of. I took the strings off of them and I glue a magnet on the back, and I had them on the refrigerator last Christmas. Instead of all my Christmas cookies, I decided to do all the plastic canvas ornaments, but this was in one of the bunches. It is felt lined on the back, very nicely done. I love it. And you've seen this vintage owl spoon rest before. Here is the napkin holder. I don't know if I have shown that in a video yet or not. So that's in very caramely colors, and I think it was from a thrift store. Yeah, let me see if there's anything on the back. Boy, that thing is so heavy you wouldn't believe it. Yeah, see, it's initials, so yeah, I think most of these pieces are hobbyist. Can't get over how heavy that is. Wow. And you saw me thrift that. I don't remember how much it was, but it was from the Goodwill. I was shocked. Yeah, it could have been like $1.99. I don't know. It was nuts. It's in really, really nice condition. Plenty shiny. Not all scratched up. So it probably wasn't used much. Look how clean. Yeah, I have the little tea bag holder that matches that over on the counter. You've seen that before. I bought those little spoons at the Goodwill. They have little green handles. But I thought they would work in here because when I found this, of course, the spoons were missing. And I just found this. This is the tiniest little hobbyist cornucopia I have ever seen. It's so little. You can see how big the candy corn is in it. It's just super, super tiny. Look at that. I've got a bunch of different ones. I love hobbyist ones. They're so fun. And that's what I came up with for some of the recipe boxes that I've been finding. Here's just a quick look at the crocheted pot holders that I put up again for fall. These should have been switched around somewhere at the last minute. I can't reach up there, so I always got to bug Norm. And I didn't want to bug him. That one is a little low. Maybe the little ring at the top. I'm trying to look over my phone. Maybe the little ring at the top was a little bit longer. Yeah, so I'm sorry that's hanging down a little bit. I didn't care for that. I wanted to move them around, but other things took precedence. So that is the same on this side. I was fortunate that all three of these I had found 2 each. And some odd ones over here. I love the star one. They're very, very nice. So let's see what's on the stove. I just found this at, oh, what's the name of that again? It's next door to a Family Pathways in Pine River, Minnesota. Oh, it's New Horizons thrift store. I always find incredible deals there. This was $5. Yeah, I have the Dutch oven that goes with it. $5. No kidding. It does have some rust on the lid there, but just in one spot. That doesn't bother me. It's pretty clean inside. I just enjoy showing you the old enamel things. I forgot to take that away. I was arranging things up here with the spice tins. So I ended up with this cute one still sitting out here. I intended to put it back away. So these were my brother's, probably Arnell's. And that's your Mary Mushroom. And I used one of these little refrigerator dishes to put the corn holders in it for corn on the cob. I thought that would be a fun thing to put them in. And here's the other 2 matching designs as far as the metal holder goes that Norm spray painted. They are most likely made in Japan, usually, or well, sometimes they say Taiwan on the back. But I found these, maybe a year and a half ago, and I don't think I've shared them yet. They're kind of fall fun, and those are the spice tins that I decided to set out for you to see. I've spent at least a good 2 years or more looking around for them. Oh, and we also found this so cheap, it was ridiculous, at Shalom. Again, everything there is like $1.50, like we had mentioned in the Scarecrow video. This was just really cool to me. The design, that is a ceramic tile, beautiful pheasants on it. I knew I would be eventually doing a pheasant video, so that's why I decided to pick it up. It has very nice legs on it, so you would not hesitate to put that on your nice table, right? Even a nice handle to pick it up with on the sides if you're not touching a hot casserole. So yeah, I just included a couple of the butterfly gold casseroles that we have that are smaller. Then the ones over there, I've thrifted these. A lot of people were making these, including a friend of ours. She made a whole bunch of them in beautiful, like, dotted prints or whatever that would look good as fall colored leaves. So I had a fistful of them because she was gifting us with them. She was a wonderful sewer. Her name is Linda, and her husband live in Princeton, Minnesota. We've known them since we got married, practically. Yep, very, very long time, and they are very talented artists. So let's see what's over here. I thought I would put out a fall-looking Better Homes and Gardens vintage cookbook. I'm always kind of looking for any new ones to me that I don't have in my collection. I thrifted this. There is a green rooster on the back side in the middle of that flower pattern, just to put some of our utensils in for now. You've seen my brother's beautiful Osterizer. I am thrilled to have it. It's in Harvest Gold. That is an odd, larger Sears Mary Mushroom, salt or pepper. I don't know if it was meant for something else, but it is a lot larger than the skinny ones up there above the stove. And I thrifted that darling scarf print in beautiful gold and white and brown, probably from Legacy Thrift for 99 cents, being plastic. That's about what they would charge. And I also included a blender cookbook, Better Homes and Gardens. And I just found this. It was actually on an end cap. You will see it in a video coming up. I'm just way behind on getting out any September thrifting because I was just finishing up with August thrifting of Halloween, etc. So that was actually sitting with Thanksgiving things. It is a Betty Crocker vintage tin canister. There wasn't anything else on the internet that they showed that it would have been part of a bigger set. I did not find anything. It was just a promotional tin in very beautiful condition. What was it? $3.99? Wasn't much. It's just beautiful condition. And it is Ransburg. Isn't that something? That's an old brand metal tin. Oh, and I did show it in the thrift video. You'll see that I was showing the backside with all these recipes on it. And I love, and Norm loves the coffee cake one. That is so good. So there is a little bit of paint loss there, but nothing else. Yeah, wonderful tin. Oh, there's a little bit there too, but it's on the back side. So this does show General Mills, and I thought there was a date on it. Maybe I saw the date on the internet when that was from. Oh, and I thrifted that for a ridiculous price too. Where was that? Oh, I know it's in a video. Oh yeah, that was Unique Thrift Store in New Hope, Minnesota. Yeah, that was really cheap too. Oh, I was thrilled. It's in beautiful condition. It is a vintage Aladdin, upside down. I don't think I had ever seen that one before. Yes, it's in really, really good condition. Oh, and I found this at a thrift store too many years ago for peeling potatoes. That is a vintage towel I found along with another one that's just beautiful condition. Looked like they weren't used at all. So I wanted to use it out here to show you. I love the velour older towels. Thrifted this Japan planter many years ago. That was one of the first ones I ever found, then realized that Japan had made some of these in basket weave in different shapes. So I did end up with a second one, more of a pedestal one, and they made them in different colors. I think the pedestal one was green, beautiful, richer green. And I just found this candle. It has those old eyes, owl eyes. This is so cute. It was in the Halloween stuff. So let's look up here. I just put some amber things in the window because of a creamer and sugar that I just found. I've had this Crackle Art Glass one for a long time, as well as one on the other side. I just thrifted, as I mentioned, 2 of these from Shalom for 50 cents each, and a lot of times they have a candle melted in them that I clean out so I can use something safe. This is the set. Westmoreland? Yeah, I'll have to let you know at the bottom of the video. A creamer and a sugar with wings on it. Can you believe that? It was at Legacy Thrift on our last trip, 99 cents each. They are not chipped anywhere. Beautiful wings. I have never seen that before. And I also thrifted that daisy and button plate at one of the unique trips, unique thrift store, and also this was from again the Shalom thrift store probably. And there's the other Crackle glass. Oh, and this might have been from New Ulm, Minnesota. I think we bought that vase down there. You know, a duck's landing back there waiting for corn. I made this crazy beaded plant hanger with with leftover beads. I didn't really quite have enough. I just barely made it, and wanted something in amber and brown colors. Well, the brown is actually amber, gold and amber I should say. So it's not real fancy, it doesn't have a long tail on it, but it works. I kind of ran out of beads. I didn't count. I just made it on my own. I just wanted you to see when I thrifted. I ended up using a little knife to cut open a package. This I found at Unique Thrift Store too. It was pretty reasonable, and it's in a video. Same video probably with that daisy and button plate up there. But I just wanted to show you how fun it is to have a vintage looking dish rack. I've got some fun dishes in here. A couple of mugs like this. Just love them. They're not marked. And some of the smaller plates and a couple of these. They're so pretty. We just use them for every day. They're not the ones that were on the dining room table. Those were amber colored with a wheat design on them, but these are cattails. Really love them. All I found was 2. A thrifted pumpkin, and I just found this at, oh, it's so hard to remember that store. I will put a note in the bottom where we found some really neat things just a week ago. This was marked 249 in Center City, Minnesota. It's in between Taylor's Falls and Lindstrom. She is so reasonable and she has such fun stuff. I usually find something, but I loved the leaves on it. It is a Japan planter, and it was marked 249, but she rang it up at $1.25. So for some reason she had that marked half price. I was really surprised and thrilled. See, that's the kind of thing I love to find, with that kind of fun designs and colors, and it's so artsy, kind of Grecian, I suppose, but I love it. My brother had a bunch of these trays, so I decided to put one back here for you to see. They were in beautiful condition. He loved pheasants, of course, and hunting them for many years in South Dakota. Down here I just have the butterfly gold butter dish, and there's the thrifted tea bag holder, my parents' old toaster. I just thrifted that again at Unique Thrift Store. I thought it was so cool, just had to have it for part of this video for sure. Would go great with any Thanksgiving one. That was from my brother's house. I just purchased that cookbook. It's very orange and yellow, very rich orange. And I've been picking these up a little bit here and there. Not planning on getting a big collection, but I will have to keep in mind exactly what mine look like. This might be a more common one, and that is the first one I ever thrifted. This I found just recently. I love it. It's so cute. This is actually a bank, but I thought it would be adorable to include with the other couple honey pots here. So this is the newest one that I found. I don't know if they're hobbyist either, but I will check. Yeah, that's an Arnell's too. Oh, I didn't realize that. So 1980. Very well done. Yeah, I love it. I just think all those golds and browns mixed together are really nice this time of year. Norm came upstairs wondering how I'm doing because it's late. We need to eat dinner.
Sarah?
No, you don't have to, but he didn't want to. I've not wanted him to put any more corn out, but we keep weakening, feeling sorry for them, and we shouldn't feel sorry for them. I'm sorry the pond looks sad, but that's a lot of ducks. It's just growing and growing in numbers. All summer long we had like about 4 to 6. That was fine, but 19, 20 something? Yeah, it's getting
24.
Oh, you just counted 24. Well, it's been 19 for this week, and now it's getting worse.
But I've been wanting to pump the water out and
Right. He wants to.
suck out some
Look at him fighting there.
crud and
Goons.
refill it back up. So
Yeah. Yep. So he's always working on it. He's working so hard out in the yard. As you can tell, he's taken a whole garden down over there, and he's cut down the grasses. He's been working a lot to get ahead of, the fall here. Who knows? We could end up with a very quick, cold winter, snowy.
like a trailer load up to the recycling.
Yeah, a whole big trailer load. We got a big trailer. Yeah, well, I better quit here. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's all I've got for now. It's long enough. So we hope you have a blessed October and a fun October. Stay well, be safe. We really, really appreciate all of you for your kindness and very fun messages. We really enjoy hearing from you. Thank you, thank you. God bless.